Hello and welcome to Super Smash Bros. League, Season 5 Playoffs Week 1. I'm Stuffy Sam and I'm joined today by...
Malachi.
And yeah, as you can see, we are in the playoffs, got a double elimination bracket. We have 4 matches going this week, and some of those winners will get to fight Mystic, get the pleasure of fighting Mystic and Beefcakes next week. And the other matches, if they win, will get to skip straight to week 3.
Yeah, I mean it's been a wild season, and I'm looking forward to the fond farewell to the existing CPU. But let's hope it provides good entertainment.
It's true. This is the last playoffs with the current CPU level, as we're going to be switching to Amiibo soon. It's very interesting how, literally last video on this channel, we talked about how Third Wheels would have to lose Sora for the season because of the Amiibos, and then literally within a week and a half between that video and this video is when Sora finally got announced. They're still gonna have to miss Sora next season, but
Most likely, but
yeah.
at the very least we know it's coming. And you know what? If depending on how next season goes, they might even be able to get him as a mercenary.
That's true. Yeah, he could end up being added to the mercenary list before he releases. But we'll see how that goes. Right now, I guess let's just get into the first match.
Yeah. First match is Classic Mode Champions, yay, versus Team Arsenal.
Yes. So Classic Mode Champions were 5-6, 43 KOs. Did pretty well. Got themselves up to 7th place. Meanwhile, Arsenal, 4-7 with 46 KOs, were at 9th place. So both teams that had their struggles but managed to come through in the end. It'll be very interesting to see. The format is very different. It's not Squad Strike for the playoffs. It's 1v1 matches, best of 5. So, unlike Squad Strike, where you can have one character, perhaps a character who's got 177 average damage and 1.5 average KOs, where you can have that one character sweep through an entire team, you have to have 3 of your characters do well enough.
Yep, that has always been the bane for my team. So, but yeah, it's a very different structure. It's still very fun. It is long, but it is fun.
Yes, these are probably the 2 longest weeks, this week and next week. 2 longest weeks in the season, but let's just get into it then. Let's not dally. First matchup is going to be Classic Mode Champions versus King K. Rool.
Yep, Falcon is running Forgetful Style Meloetta Majora's Mask. King K. Rool is running Forgetful Style Meloetta Shindinja.
Yes.
So very similar builds.
With, Meloetta versus Meloetta right now.
Yeah. Oh, when did the 8? Am I forgetting something? When did the 8-minute timer start?
That was a that was a thing we added. In neither of the teams that caused that rule to be changed are here, but that was a rule we decided on early on in this season for some reason.
Oh, that's right. After the never-ending battle, I forgot that included a change for this.
Yes, but turns out neither of those teams made it to the playoffs anyway. But we are still getting a few Meloetta versus Meloetta matches. It's entirely possible either of you could have. We have some Brick Wall style as well. I don't think anyone did Brick Wall style Meloetta, but it's possible. So.
Well, I was also just gonna say, in all the Falcon and K. Rool, they're going about even right now. Falcon just a slight lead, but I will say, having done this for several seasons now, I do feel like we will probably end up seeing that 8-minute timer go off several times.
Yeah, it might factor into things.
So now, since this is new, how is
sudden
this?
Death. It will go to sudden death.
Sudden death.
Yeah, just like in the although it didn't happen in the regular season, that is just like will happen in the regular season. Whoever the win screen says wins, wins.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, I have a feeling we will be seeing a lot come down to sudden death.
Carol connects
Oh,
to the final
no.
smash. That will probably kill here. I would be
That
pretty
will-
shocked if it didn't.
Yeah, same.
Kills. Okay. But Falcon is getting close to his final smash. Fortunately, Carol didn't waste it.
Yeah, I'm happy. And come on, Falcon, just use it. I know you don't like to, but you can use it.
Oh, he connects with it, and that's
Oh,
going
there
to kill.
he goes.
And yeah, we're back to an even match.
Yep.
Falcon technically has, well, I guess now he's lower damage, and now he's not. It's because they're out of sync now.
Yep. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Like, Falcon I think Falcon can do this. If he can just not take a lot of damage before K-Roll gets his final smash, like, yeah, like, he could do it.
So, just to look at the stats, Falcon was 121 average damage, 0.8 KOs in the main season. Meanwhile, K-Roll 177 average damage, 1.5 KOs. So on paper, K-Roll wins this matchup. But so far, Falcon seems to be doing quite well for himself.
Yeah, although K-Roll very quickly catching that up and making it an even fight.
And K-Roll is closer to his final smash. That is something Falcon definitely has to be aware of.
Yeah. So yeah, it probably is going to come down to, is K-Roll going to get enough damage on Falcon to make him get his final smash up first, or is Falcon going to get his, because they're now neck and neck. But whoever hits with their next final smash wins this.
I think it might be K-Roll, and connects.
K-Roll.
Falcon couldn't
Yep.
dodge in the middle of that side B.
Nope, and that's unfortunate.
Yep, that is game one.
Yep. Man, Falcon even out damaging K-Roll a bit.
Yeah. But, it's those final smashes. If you're not able to get the KO, then they'll build up their final smash meter and they'll get the KO on you first.
Yep. But yeah, not much to say there. I mean, that was just a pretty good rough and tumble. Let's move on to the next.
So next round, we are going to be going to Wrecking Crew, which is the map Arsenal chose, and it is going to be Yoshi versus Diddy Kong.
Yep. Yoshi's running Big B style Rock Mario Twin Tail Shedinja. Diddy Kong is strategist style Halberd Rock Mario. All the defense versus all the defense, basically. Like, Diddy Kong focusing a little more on his specials than Yoshi just going all in on defense, but Halberd we have seen Halberd more than make up for that.
It's true. But I guess let's just get into it.
Yeah. That being said, I could definitely see I can see this going either way. Diddy Kong has struggled a bit this season, but so has Yoshi. Yoshi just not regaining the glory he had last season, where he, I believe, was our MVP in terms of damage.
Yeah, right now Yoshi is 107 average damage, 0.7 KOs in the main season. Meanwhile, Diddy Kong is 117 average damage, 0.6 KOs. So Yoshi a bit more likely to get that KO, but Diddy Kong seems to have better damage output.
Yeah, well, I mean, when literally everything is just put into defense, it doesn't leave much for actually.
Yoshi has Rock Mario.
Fair.
It's not a big boost, but it's a boost.
Well, and Big B style basically more than cancels that out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yoshi and Diddy Kong and Yoshi going blow for blow. Yoshi only really behind at this point because of the Shedinja.
Although that is, something to keep in mind is that when you do have that handicap, you get it every stock.
Yep.
That it can be hard to catch up.
It can, especially if he can't hit, and Yoshi just seems to be struggling to get those hits on.
Yeah, Diddy Kong just continually connecting with that command grab. Ooh, and a nice spike.
Yep. Well, at least he got the flutter kick in afterwards. Yeah, this is the one part that scares me, because Yoshi can jump enough to just jump himself off the map.
Yeah, fortunately you can't just jump into the vertical blast zone and die, you have to be hit there. But even still, if you're jumping up there and then Diddy Kong just jumps up and smacks you with even a tiny hit, then you'll die instantly.
Yep. Although Yoshi's starting to try, and every time Yoshi tries to start closing that gap, Diddy Kong just hits him again. Like that extra damage is coming in handy.
And Yoshi, both of them starting to get a little bit close to that final smash. I would be a bit more scared of Diddy Kong's final smash here, where it will definitely kill, whereas Yoshi's, I'm not sure if he'll even hit with it, and even if he does hit with it, I'm not sure it will kill at this percent.
I think it will, because he'll be above 80. He'll probably be above 100 by the time it finishes doing damage. Well, actually, maybe not with Halberd, but he should still get the full knockback from that. And I mean, if Yoshi hits with his final smash,
ooh, the tip of that up smash just got Yoshi, and there he goes.
Yep.
It is very much in Diddy Kong's favor right now. He's getting close to his final smash. I don't think it will kill at this percent, but if he gets a little bit more damage onto Yoshi, that could be very scary. Oh, Yoshi has his final smash at the ready as well.
Yeah, and if he hits with it... Okay.
Oh, and Diddy Kong uses his final smash as he's flying away. Hits Yoshi. I don't think this kills.
Oh, no, that's not going to kill. And Yoshi just, I don't think, wants to use his final smash.
No, he connects, and that's going to kill.
There he goes. Yep. Waiting till the last second. Not sure I agree with that, Yoshi, but you do you. Just get the win.
Diddy Kong right now does have a pretty sizable lead, with Yoshi already on 50, thanks to that handicap as well as the final smash.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going in, but Yoshi is at least, he's trying. He just can't seem to... Diddy Kong is just a little too dodgy for him. Which is really surprising, considering he's on Halberd. Like, he does not seem to be hampered by that at all.
Yeah, it is really interesting. Right now, Diddy Kong really just needs to connect with one good smash attack, especially here at the top of the stage, and it's over. Yoshi really needs to stop staying at the top so much if he wants to be able to deal more damage to Diddy Kong.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. He just does not... Yoshi just doesn't want to fight, He...
I think he's confused about the platforms. I don't think he understands them.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, no, well... The team has always had trouble wanting to fight in the playoffs. They don't understand. There's no stage morph backed up to the castle, so... Oh, hey. Managed to get a little bit of a counter in there. Good job, Yoshi.
I think Yoshi can definitely take this. He just needs to, get Diddy Kong off stage. Combo him with those flutter kicks. Those will do a lot of damage with how you're built.
Yeah, I mean, the other direction is we're starting to run low on time. I didn't realize we were down to 2 minutes.
Yeah, this match is taking longer than the Meloetta versus Meloetta match.
Oh, I mean, when you have defense versus defense, neither side can really damage the other. and it takes forever to get up to the 100%.
Yep, and with Diddy Kong not really connecting with smash attacks, he's just not getting the KOs on Yoshi here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm surprised Diddy Kong, Yoshi has almost completely caught up the final smash charge battle, which is good for him. But yeah, it's gonna be close, because if Diddy Kong gets his final smash, he's gonna win this.
Yeah. Diddy Kong either gets his final smash or connects with the smash attack, and then he wins. If Yoshi can stall out the timer, or if he can get with his final smash will definitely kill, but he has to hit with it, of course, whereas Diddy Kong doesn't. Diddy Kong is free. Yeah, is getting Diddy Kong up there in damage. One good smash attack from Yoshi could do it, but that is it, unfortunately.
That's it, unfortunately. Yep, bye, Yoshi. Again, not much to say there. I mean, it's just Diddy Kong was running around Yoshi, and Yoshi just couldn't get a hit in.
Yeah, and
yeah, I'm just amazed Diddy Kong is that fast on his feet with Halberd, because that's just such a rough movement penalty.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as big a movement penalty as Polar Bear, but
yeah,
look at how much
fair.
That self damage is. That's all like from standing at the top of the stage in the blast zone, right? The difference between how much damage Diddy Kong dealt and how much damage Yoshi took.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but that is going to be Arsenal up 2-0, and now we are moving to round 3, potentially the final round here. We'll see. Back to Hyrule Castle. It is going to be Link versus Duck Hunt.
Yep, Link running Strategy style Halberd Gulligan, Duck Hunt running Boulder style Geese Howard. Link, this season's MVP for Classic Mode champion. Duck Hunt, I think, has had a bit of trouble on Arsenal. But, he's got that Geese Howard for a reason. I mean, that's going to that's potentially 4 final smashes to hit Link with.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, let's just see how it goes. Link versus Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking at the stats, Link is 170 average damage, 0.8 KOs. Meanwhile, Duck Hunt is 73 average damage, 0.4 KOs. So on paper, Link wins this hands down. He's got 100 damage over Duck Hunt and twice as many KOs.
Yeah. I mean, it's really going to come down to how much use is Duck Hunt going to be able to get out of Geese Howard. I mean, at the rate he's going, Link may just be at 20 damage when that first Geese Howard proc goes.
Here it goes. We'll see if Duck Hunt is able to use it properly.
It doesn't look like it. Link is not. Link, don't let him close.
If you let him close, then he'll use it. There he goes. It's not going to do much.
There he goes.
It doesn't do much damage, but yeah,
no,
it does 10, I guess. It could be worse. Takes him over 40. It's more than he was doing normally.
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, he still stalled out to where he did not get a second final smash this stock right away. Ooh.
Yeah, very good up special hit from Link. That does a lot of damage. His entire build boosts that move. And there goes Duck Hunt.
Yep. Yeah, I love the fact that he's just got...
Oh, I think that's it for Link.
There goes Link,
gets pushed a bit off stage, and it's back to an even match.
Yep. I mean, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Link, if he just... Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna... He can just stall out as long as he wants. Don't do that, Link. You don't need to.
Oh, and Link has access to his final smash as well. If this connects, that is it. But Link might be... Okay, Link... No, why would you go back down? Link,
Wait.
why? Okay, Link has his final smash at the ready, and... Oh, Dunkcut hits with his final smash because Link stalled too long.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Duck Hunt... Oh, because of the Geese Howard. That's why.
Duckcut really doing his best to get Link off stage because that is his win condition here.
It really is. Like, I don't... This is the one of the things I am looking forward to about the Amiibos is maybe they will be smarter about trying to edge guard or not.
Yeah, you can... Oh, well, that's it.
Yeah. Good job, Blake.
Did like twice as much damage.
Yep. And that's our season right there. They'll do damage, but they won't do kill moves.
Mm-hmm.
And then they decide to edge guard, and that leads to their deaths. And then when we go to maps that don't have edges, they just die early.
Yes,
well,
there's
that's
at
our
least the
season.
losers bracket.
Yep.
So we'll
But
see.
GG to Arsenal. They all played great. Yeah. I'll see you in the finals.
Yes. So Arsenal moving on to face, I believe Mystic. It's either Mystic or Beefcakes, but I'm pretty sure Mystic.
It's Mystic.
So, Classic of the Champions will be heading to the losers bracket, where they'll get another chance to continue their playoffs run. But besides that, on to the next match.
Yeah, let's go.
So for match 2, we have Team Excalibur versus the Third Wheels. Excalibur got themselves into 8th place in the main season, 5-6, 42 KOs. Third Wheels got themselves into 10th place, 4-7, 44 KOs. Basically, the lowest team that made it into playoffs. So they've got a lot to prove here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, both of these teams are on the lower side of the bracket. And we'll just have to see how it goes. They both had highs and lows this season, that's for sure.
You know what both these teams also are?
What?
Bowl winners.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see sort of this potential championship matchup here towards the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's see how it goes. Our first matchup is going to be Ganondorf versus Sonic.
Yeah, Ganondorf running brick wall style Sothis, Sonic running tank style Sothis. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Mm-hmm. we might actually see us go into sudden death. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, one thing to note is that Sothis only activates once per match. Now that is still good, because 3 stocks in a 2-stock match, especially since you're twice as likely to get your Sothis to pop compared to the regular season.
Yep. So I mean,
ooh, nice volcano kick to start things off. Ganondorf obviously not doing much damage, but he is getting as much on as he can.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing: like he already hits so hard. He can deal with the 50% damage nerf of brick wall style. And because it's not going to take him long. Like Sonic, we're seeing Sonic having to get multiple hits on Ganondorf to get him up to 40. Ganondorf did like 2 hits to Sonic to get him up to 40.
Yeah, although Sonic is taking the lead right now. Ganondorf having a bit of trouble getting those hits in.
Yeah, I mean, it's the classic heavy and slow versus quick and fast, or light and quick. I mean, it.
Oh, nice up smash.
Oof.
Does not connect to that wizard's foot though.
Nope. I mean, we'll just see. We'll have to see what happens. I'm hoping Ganondorf can. I mean, Sonic's about to proc Ganondorf Sothis, which is going to be interesting because Ganondorf really needs to.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Sonic's only at 70. It's really good news. Oh, well, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
And that's why Excalibur has Dracula's Castle, I guess.
Yep. And
now, good news is Sonic still has his Sothis because it didn't activate, so he still has him. The worst case scenario is if it activates, if he gets the true Sothis curse where it activates as he dies. That is the worst case scenario. But so Ganondorf has his final smash at the ready. I don't think it will kill from here, but
I mean, this map is a little screwy at the edge. If Ganondorf had done it, oh, that's not going to kill from here.
But it was worth it.
It was. I mean, it got Sonic up to 30. Oh, wow. He missed that last part. But I mean, honestly, I still think Sonic might... I think Sonic still just has a massive advantage at the moment. Like, he still has his Sothis, and I mean, unless Ganondorf gets a really good spike at the edge of the map, those small hits are just adding up too quickly for Ganondorf to handle.
Yeah, it just feels like he's been out playing Ganondorf this whole time. I think that's it for... Oh, no, Ganondorf can recover again, and that's it. And that's it.
Oh, and this was a clean sweep.
Wow.
Ganondorf did not die. Yeah.
So, there you go. Despite Sonic doing more damage, Ganondorf was able to get those KOs. He got those FBs at the ledge. Sonic should have been a bit smarter about that, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't even say that. Because Ganondorf got him killed the same way both times. It was the map. He just managed to spike Sonic off kilter just a little bit. Sonic got stuck under the stairs, and that was it.
But now we have round 2, which is going to be Pyra versus Bayonetta.
Yep. Pyra running Equipment Style Ender Dragon, Bayonetta running Forgetful Style Halberd Majora's Mask.
Yep.
I mean, if I remember correctly, Ender Dragon's only going to proc on the first stock, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think just going into this, I got to give this to Bayonetta. Like, she's been fairly decent this season. I don't think Pyra has, and then one stock Pyra is going to be at a disadvantage build. But who knows? Maybe she can get enough of a lead that first stock that it won't matter.
Yeah, I guess let's just see it. Pyra and Mithra versus Bayonetta. So
let's go.
I will say, looking at their stats, Pyra and Mithra are 82 average damage, 0.5 KOs. Meanwhile, Bayonetta is 108 average damage, but 0.4 KOs. So Pyra and Mithra are generally better at getting KOs, but not by much. And Bayonetta is much better at dealing damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mithra
she's getting an early lead.
Putting out. Yeah, I mean, she's with this having equipment style, she needs to get Bayonetta to at least like 70
keeps
or
spamming
80.
bat within. He can't. She keeps countering the downbeat.
Yeah, I mean, so but Mithra got 50% on Bayonetta with the Ender Dragon. Probably not enough for this.
Yeah, especially considering Mithra is almost at 50 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, unless Pyra and Mithra can, perform something crazy, get Bayonetta stuck under the horn or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible. Like, they've almost got their final smash at the ready.
They're like halfway. Oh, well, there they go.
Never mind. Well, yeah. I mean, this was what the problem was. Like, especially on a small map like this, there's nowhere to hide from Bayonetta's attacks.
Yeah, it's interesting even bringing Pyra and Mithra in. I guess, how did Ike was 76 average damage and the same KOs as Pyra and Mithra. So I guess Pyra and Mithra are strictly better. Just interesting. I feel like Ike's always been a great playoffs character, but I guess he's really been struggling this season.
Yeah, I mean that's certainly possible. I mean,
Smash should kill.
It might also. Yep. I mean, it may also just be. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know
builds.
what
I guess.
build Ike
I mean, there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's final smash. That'll kill. But there's a lot of. Like Shulk has Demon Style Halberd Gulligan. That feels kind of like an Ike build, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hero.
Yeah.
Gendor has Sothis. Hero has Meloetta. A lot of, Cloud has Golden Mario. A lot of good spirits are used. They might just not have anything great for Ike right now.
That is certainly possible. I mean, I know that feeling because I've tried for 2 seasons to fix Luigi and Sheik running the same build, to little success. Like, so I definitely understand the frustration and with maybe having a better character you can't necessarily use.
Did not get the finisher. Hit once.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna matter. But...
Yeah, didn't matter. But there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, but congratulations to Bayonetta.
Yikes! Not even 80 damage.
Wow.
That is rough. And a decent portion of that was from the final smash. It was literally just the Ender Dragon and then the final smash that I think dealt that damage.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, she got some damage off in the middle. Otherwise, she wouldn't have gotten the kill. But I mean, just that's so little damage.
But now we are at 1-1, so we're going to be going to at least round 4. Next round is going to be back to Dracula's Castle, and it is going to be Hero versus Banjo and Kazooie.
Yep. Hero running Forgetful style Meloetta Shedinja, Banjo Kazooie running Big B style Golden Mario. This is an interesting one. Like, I think most days I'm gonna give this to Hero, but if there's anyone on third wheels that I think could take it, it's definitely Banjo.
Yeah, I think, Banjo has been historically such a strong character for third wheels, but Hero is arguably the strongest playoff characters in the league.
Yeah.
So
like he's been such a consistently good character here. Yeah, I still favor Hero, but I can still see Banjo pulling off a surprise win.
Yep, but let's get into it.
Yeah.
Looking at their stats, Hero is 116 average damage, 0.9 KOs. Meanwhile, Banjo is 118 average damage, 1.1 KOs. So Banjo does get better KOs, but Hero is like 1 point higher damage. So very close characters, though.
Yeah, and I think some of that difference too is there are a couple weeks where Hero just couldn't get the kills. For one reason or another. But so far, Banjo taking an early lead. But that Shedinja just coming in handy. Like, between the Shedinja and the healing, Hero is...
He's only taken 8 damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's managed to get Banjo up to around his percent. A couple more hits and he'll... assuming Banjo doesn't keep juggling him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was juggling him, but each one was only doing 1 or 2 damage. Like, and I mean, Hero has already significantly outdamaged Banjo, and I think that's only going to get worse unless Banjo can get an early kill sometime soon. Yeah, like, Hero's already got a 10-point damage lead, and that's only going to get worse. Oh, oomph. Oh. Does oomph help his other spells?
Oomph basically gives him a stat. I think it only boosts sword attacks, but it gives him an attack boost for a few seconds.
Yeah. I mean, Banjo really wants to be concerned about that charged up fire shot. Like
It is fully
that
charged for the record. It's completely
Yeah.
full. It will kill if it hits.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and Hero has the mana to use it at any time.
Yeah.
He just needs to, find
know
an
why he's-
opening. He also has
Yeah, I
his
don't
final
know why-
smash at the ready. I know some characters when they have a chargeable projectile, using their final smash eats their projectile, but I don't know if that's true for Hero.
It is not. At least from what I remember from playing. That's unfortunate.
That eats his projectile though.
That does.
And Banjo, at the final smash, we'll see if they hit with it. I don't think it will do anything if they do, but... Oh! Hero was strongly considering
Banjo?
Magic Burst there. But decided he did not need it. And Banjo loses half his final smash from dying there.
Yeah, and I mean that could be the determiner right here, because I think Hero at the rate Hero is going, he's going to get his final smash back first. Although with him starting to turn out that damage, who knows?
Yeah. We'll see. Hero gets a nice hit, connects to that final smash. I don't think this will kill at only 60, but...
No, I don't think it will, but it will get some good damage on.
And gives Hero a bit of opportunity to charge up his neutral B.
Yeah,
give him some space for that setup.
Oh man. Every time he goes down, like I just go back to the Ganondorf versus Sonic, and I start, I just sweat a little at thinking that Hero is going to be the one to get stuck under the stairs this time.
Yeah, Hero definitely has. Ooh, wastes that fireball.
Ooh.
Hero definitely has gotten stuck under the stairs before, and of course he lacks a. His recovery is very vertical. Has a lot of vertical burst movement, as opposed to Banjo, where he has his Wonder Wing, where he has multiple jumps. So Hero is definitely more in danger of it here. I mean, granted, Ganondorf has a very linear recovery too, but the difference is that his recovery puts the opponent under the stairs.
Yeah. I mean, but really, Hero just needs to... He's really struggled to get damage on Banjo for the last minute or so.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Banjo up to 120. He just needs one good finisher. A good smash attack,
like,
even if it's not a crit, will kill here.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, just his fireball, like, he's got another fully charged one ready to go. He just needs to set it up. Even just a quick setup will end this.
Nice dash attack. Hits Banjo pretty far away. Trying to see if there's any spells that'll help. Doesn't seem like it.
I mean, he doesn't need spells. He just needs to use his fire shot.
Boom. Gets eaten by one of the eggs. I don't think Fireball gets eaten by the eggs, I will say. So.
I think it depends.
Oh my goodness, he whacked him.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least from experience, with the fireballs it takes 2. So, but yeah, congratulations to Hero with a very strong performance, like just massively. Oh, that damage gap was a lot closer than I thought it was.
Yeah. To a certain extent, you can see how much damage Banjo has taken. Banjo took 20 damage from his own eggs. Hero, very solid playoffs character, as always. Banjo, put up a good fight, but very hard character to beat. But now we're going to round 4.
Yep, round 4, we have Cloud versus Joker. Cloud running Big B style Gold Mario, Joker running Boulder style Ender Dragon. I mean, I like Joker. I just don't see him pulling it out on this build.
Ender Dragon is just such a liability in these playoffs matches. Like, you can... I think if any character can use it, it's going to be Joker, because Joker has historically been very good at getting in the opponent's face and just like completely keeping them there, like keeping them from escaping while he torches them, gets them up to, close to 100.
Yeah.
Before he takes any damage, but so if anyone can do it, it's Joker, but it's just not a good build for playoffs.
No, I mean, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But speaking of which, let's see what happens.
Yeah, Cloud versus Joker. So Cloud, 111 average damage, 1 KO. Meanwhile, Joker is 161 average damage, 1.2 KO. So he is the better character so far. We'll see if he can keep that up in the playoffs format.
Yeah, I mean, so far he is really struggling to get that damage on Cloud. Cloud is going even with him, which is honestly, until the last second.
No, and that is it for the Ender Dragon. Fortunately, he has Boulder style, not Equipment style, but so he isn't completely defenseless right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems really short, but him being on Boulder style makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is he managed to get Cloud up to about twice his damage before the Ender style or the Ender Dragon wore off.
Yeah.
So
and,
I mean, he's
Cloud has the limit. Limit would do a decent. Oh, or you could just use up B.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's sad. He shielded all the way through it.
Mm-hmm. Excalibur will be really happy when they can just stop Cloud from you doing that. I mean, he'll still use limit up B to recover, but or they can just stop Cloud from using limit up B as a damaging tool.
Yeah.
He gets Cloud out off stage. I think that's going to be it. Cloud did the opposite of what he was supposed to do, where he tried to cover his recovery with neutral B. With limit neutral B, and then he didn't have enough for limit up B, so he died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is what you want if you're Joker, or if you want that advantage, and then you want Joker to stay in long enough to get his final smash in before you get knocked out, or get knocked out and then immediately use your final smash coming back in. Well, okay.
Just trying to some Rebel's Guard.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, if I am third wheels, I want Cloud to use his final smash before.
Oh, okay. Missed the final smash. And I guess you decided the turnaround wasn't going to work either. Final smash connects. That is going to take out Joker. But Cloud has a bit of damage on him, so that's could be worse.
Yeah. Could be worse. I guess for the long play, it's better to go ahead and use the final smash there, because now you start charging up for your next one that much sooner.
Yeah.
And that could be important.
Yes. And I mean, Joker, if he wants to take this, he just needs to hit with side Bs. The side Bs will shred through Cloud's Big B style because they deal flat damage.
Yeah.
So they ignore defense, but he's just not really getting enough of those. He has his Arsene at the ready. A few good hits get Cloud off stage. He should be able to prevent him from recovering. But
yeah, I mean, but he's just not able to do enough. Like, Cloud is quick. Cloud has closed that gap, and he's got his limit break ready to go. If he hits, all it's going to take is one good hit with that limit break.
Oh, well
never mind.
He did miss it. But, there we go. Forward smash takes out Joker.
Yep, and that is a win. I believe that is 3 wins.
That is 3 wins. 3-1 for Excalibur.
Yep. Congratulations, Excalibur. Have fun facing Beefcakes in the next round.
Yes, and third wheels heading down to the losers bracket. That they will get another chance. We'll see how they do, because this was pretty rough, especially for characters like Joker. who don't really have a build prepared for playoffs, or Sonic for that matter. But we'll see if they can adapt in the losers bracket.
Well, I would say this about Sonic. I think Sonic did what you can expect of him on the build he had. I think Sonic just had a bad matchup. Because he was out damaging Ganondorf. He just got caught under the stairs.
Yeah, that is true.
If you put them on a different map and you keep you keep the way the damage was going the same, I think Sonic would have won that.
Yeah, and I think it is difficult because when you're the away team, you only get to choose two. Like, you get to pick two of your characters who are best on your home map. Right, that is a difficult thing to determine. And I believe Third Wheels will be the away team during the losers bracket as well. So we'll see if that factors into anything.
Yeah.
But on to the next match.
Let's go for it.
So for match 3, we have the Athletes versus Team Villain. Athletes had a very strong season, very nearly making the bye week, 7-4, 49 KOs. They were third place team. Meanwhile, our fifth place team was Team Villain, 5-6, 45 KOs. Also had some strong matches.
Yep, both of them very strong teams. Lots of KOs and, especially for Villains, lots of near misses. Like, they could have very easily been 7-4 or, even 8-3 potentially. Because I just remember a few weeks where Incineroar was just on a roll and the rest of the team just couldn't deliver.
Yep. Both of these are teams that really don't have much in the way of weak links. Like, there's Meta Knight and Mario, but those are both benched. Everyone else is very solid. Everyone except Dark Samus on both of these teams is over 100 damage. And of course, Meta Knight and Wario, who are benched. So, it'll be very interesting to see how these teams match up. But let's get into our first matchup, which is going to be me Sword Fighter versus Incineroar.
Yep, me Sword Fighter running Big B style Roxas and Incineroar running Land style Halberd Quickman. I think it could come right here. Both of these are top tier characters, and this is gonna be a fight. That's all there is to say to it. This is gonna be a fight.
Let's just get into it. Me Sword Fighter versus Incineroar.
Incineroar, I believe, is Villain's top character this season.
It might not be. It might be. No, yeah, Incineroar, 146 average damage is their top damaging character, though King Dedede has better KOs.
Yeah, and me Sword Fighter he's averaging a little bit better damage in KOs, I believe, but he is. I feel like with just what we have seen from these two, like they are the counter to each other.
Yeah, so me Sword Fighter is 174 average damage, 1.5 KOs per match, which is significantly higher than most characters in the league, considering me Sword Fighter is a top 5 character. In both damage and KOs.
Yep, man.
Oh no, wait, sixth highest character in KOs, but that's kind of a tie for 6th.
Yeah, it's so weird to see. Like, I think might be the first season we have not had anybody above 2 average KOs for the season.
I believe so. I'm trying to think who would have had that in previous seasons, but
I know a couple seasons Link had like a 2.1 KO average or a 2 KO average.
I think a lot of teams are just sort of figuring out these counters. Figuring out which characters, what each of their characters are best at. If you want to see a league where some characters are really good and some characters just haven't been figured out yet, watch next season, because I guarantee no one's going to figure out their whole team.
Oh yeah, no, like I I'm looking forward to next season because I really want to build Link a certain way, which I'm sure everybody can guess will be build him around his sword again. Um, so yeah, well, but anyway, back to the match. Me Sword Fighter getting a very good lead, but I mean they're both within KO. Just uh, when they get final smashes, we are gonna see a KO. But right now, Me Sword Fighter has got the damage advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And me brought me Sword Fighter is Incineroar is just not caring about him at all.
Yeah. Oh, and gets that side B.
Ooh.
Takes out Incineroar. Me Sword Fighter has the stock lead. Oh, that doesn't take Me Sword Fighter out. And a good final smash hit will do a lot of damage to Incineroar if you choose to use your final smash, because you don't always choose to use it. You do sometimes waste it.
Yeah.
But you could use your final smash here. It would hit. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, it takes Incineroar up to almost 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Incineroar really just needs. Oh man, those attacks are just not killing.
This is really brutal. And despite Incineroar having some of the strongest throws in the game, there we go. Finally, with the side B, takes out Me Sword Fighter.
Yeah, like I was surprised that did not take him out.
And now Incineroar getting close to that final smash and has evened up the damage with Me Sword Fighter. So this will be good to give Incineroar a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and the one good thing is, unless Incineroar gets to really high damage when Me Sword Fighter gets his final smash again, I don't think the final smash there is what you have. I don't think you have to worry about Me Sword Fighter's final smash.
No, Me Sword Fighter's final smash is more for damage, especially on this stage, where it can't really push you off stage.
Yeah. Although Me Sword Fighter is really not caring. He's just ready to go for the damage, and that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah,
loving those up smashes.
He is, and that's what he needs to do. Like we've the barrier has not wanted to let anyone through it. So if you're going to get a kill, an up smash might be the easier way to go.
Oh, but Incineroar has a revenge on deck. Misses the... Well,
Ooh.
Gets that.
Yeah, I was surprised that did not kill, but goes what I was saying. Like, they just can't get a kill.
Ooh, and the forward air takes out Incineroar. Me Sword Fighter getting the lead.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that was just an out-and-out brawl. Me Sword Fighter proving he is still a phenomenally dangerous opponent. But Incineroar also proving how dangerous he is. This was definitely two top-tier characters going off against each other.
Yep, and very close in terms of damage dealt as well.
Yeah.
Wow. But I guess now let's just move on to round 2. We are going to Mishima Dojo, and it is going to be Me Brawler versus Dark Samus.
Yeah, Me Brawler running Tank Style Golden Mario, and Dark Samus running Strategist-style Polar Bear Zapfish. I believe these characters fairly standard builds, and they've both had their general results with them. On paper, Me Brawler's been averaging 107 damage, 0.4 KOs, and Dark Samus has been 89.7 damage with 0.8 KOs. I do favor Me Brawler for this, but it's on paper a closer match than one might think.
Yeah, these are both two weaker characters, at least for this season, of the teams, but let's just see how it goes. Me Brawler versus Dark Samus.
Mm-hmm.
So for this build, I believe Dark Samus has switched builds around a lot. This is a very standard Dark Samus build. I mean, as evidenced by the fact that I'm pretty sure regular Samus is using the same build this week, minus the, with the Zapfish replaced for Wheezing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. I do feel like it's. I have seen this build a couple times before. Maybe a style difference in the past or something. But Dark Samus starting off with a good lead. Although Me Brawler has very quickly regained a lead. I was about to say, did that already kill?
Yeah, no, but Me Brawler really just needs a good smash attack to take out Dark Samus here. Dark Samus really needs to keep her distance. Ooh! Gets hit with another side B. That's not going to kill, but it's going to take Dark Samus up to a really high damage.
I mean, at the rate she's going...
Oh, down smash takes out
wow.
Me Brawler. Dark Samus gets the first kill. So
did not expect that.
She can survive to her final smash, get a neutral B in, get her final smash. And she could really do some serious damage to... Oh, here we go. Gets the final smash. That's going to do a lot of damage. Not going to kill, but... it takes Me Brawler up to his final smash, so he'll probably have to use it to take out Dark Samus. Yep.
Which is honestly fine, because Dark Samus is going to start charging up. She's charging up that final smash sooner. And we just today, we have seen how important final smashes are in this.
Yeah. But, yeah, wow, Dark Samus has such a lead right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, launches him through the ceiling, almost killing.
Yeah, like, I would have expected... I do not think I expected Dark Samus to be able to do this to Me Brawler. I might have expected Dark Samus to win, but to be able to show such a dominating performance, even for a short time, because Me Brawler is starting to pull it back.
Just one good hit from Dark Samus, though. Yeah, like using that fully charged neutral B, that will kill instantly. Smash attack will kill. It looks like missiles are getting close to killing, too.
Yep.
Now, granted, Dark Samus can be... Oh, never mind.
Oh.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. Oh, okay. Yep. For a moment, I thought Me Brawler got the kill, not Dark Samus. Yeah, congratulations to Team Villain on that second round win.
We are now at 1-1.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Next match, we have Terry versus Zombie.
It's going back
Terry
to
running
Fighter Stadium, of course.
Yep. Harry running Forgetful Style Shedinja Meloetta. Zombie running Forgetful Style Meloetta Goligan. Two very similar builds.
It's another Meloetta versus Meloetta match.
Yep. Although this one's more offensively oriented. Well, never mind, because one of them's running Shedinja, but it can be something. On Zombie and Terry are both more offensively oriented, so I think this will be a quicker match.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see though. Terry versus Zombie. So, Terry is 111 average damage, 0.7 KOs. Zombie is 126 average damage, 0.9 KOs. So Zombie is the better damage dealer of the two. The question is, if he's not able to get those KOs at a reasonable percent, will he just let Terry, live, let Terry use his Go Sauce?
One would hope not, but I mean, we have seen... Because we have seen characters do weirder things. But that being said, Terry is getting the early lead on Zombie. Zombie is getting materials, though. And if Terry gives him a moment to breathe, that could be very dangerous for him.
Yeah. Nice combo from Terry.
Yep. Yeah, like this is already very quickly going into Terry's favor. Oh, okay. Did he leave before finishing his thing?
Before finishing what?
It looked like a zombie was trying to craft something.
Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just gives up.
Yeah, I can't blame him. Like, Terry is just kicking his ass.
Yeah, I mean, Zombie is almost at that final smash. The final smash should do decent damage. I don't think it will kill on this stage, though. This stage is not exactly one where you can jank people off the ledge.
Well, and he's at such low damage. Like, Zombie just has not been able to hit with... Like, Terry's just had his number. Yeah, looking forward to seeing him bounce off that.
Yep, did not do much. But also one feature of the of Zombie is that he keeps his materials when he dies, but he doesn't keep his tools. So because, okay, you just gave up, but you could have finished your tools. There we go. Because he died before getting diamond tools, he still had his diamond, and he was able to get diamond tools on this stock. So that should ideally increase his damage output by enough where I don't know, you can win, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just too far gone now. Like, Terry has just been shown.
What an animation.
Yep. Like, I was saying, I just think I think it's just too far gone. Like, I don't see Zombie being able to pull this back. Like, he might be able to give Terry, he might be able to get Terry down to one stock at the rate he's going. I don't think so.
Yeah, he just hasn't consistently been able to keep Terry above 50. As soon as Terry gets there, he just heals down.
Yeah, and I don't even think he's gotten Terry to 60 yet. Now, could he potentially, Terry has become a little less aggressive in the last minute or so. So could he potentially time him out if this keeps up? Yes.
If he times him out, Terry wins.
Okay,
it doesn't go to sudden. Yeah, it doesn't go to sudden death if you're a stock ahead. So Zombie needs to get this stock to win. If he gets this stock, then he has a good chance of timing Terry out.
Yeah. That almost looked like a fishing rod.
It is a fishing rod.
Oh, okay. Oh, here's another final smash.
Yeah, it doesn't do much. But, it takes Terry up to, over 70. That's a good place. If Zombie can keep the pressure up, he could potentially KO Terry here.
He's just too interested in mining. He's not interested in fighting.
He already has enough materials. He doesn't really need more.
Yeah, like he has a diamond and then a gold thing behind it. I just don't. I'm guessing it's just the CPU probably knows there's good materials there.
Yeah.
And so it's trying to get those good materials, even though, and it's just not smart enough to realize, oh, I have materials already.
This will kill. Oh,
Yep,
why did you block, Zombie? Why'd you block?
Oh man. Well, congratulations to athletes on 2-1, and we go to round 4.
Yeah. Congratulations. Wow, look at that damage Terry dealt. It really isn't close. And he recovered more damage, too.
Yeah, oh man, that's just rough.
But, I guess on to the next match. Potentially our final match, where we have Me Gunner versus Mewtwo. Back on to Mishima Dojo.
Yep, Me Gunner running Strategy style Wheezing Halberd. Mewtwo running Big B style Gold Mario. I mean, we saw Dark Samus pull off a surprise win, and Mewtwo is on paper a better character than her. I think Mewtwo can do it, but I mean, Mewtwo is at 102.6.9 KOs. Me Gunner is 162.2 and 1.2 KOs.
Wow, that is so high. Yeah, I mean this is going to be a bit of a mountain for Mewtwo. Maybe he'll be able to break through with his Gold Mario. Maybe there'll be a weird matchup thing, but Meat Gunner definitely seems like the favorite here. So we'll see how it goes.
On paper, definitely. I think Meat Gunner is the favorite here. I want to believe though. I think Mewtwo can. I think Mewtwo has a chance. Because we have seen a couple times this season where Meat Gunner's zone control just did not work as well as one would think for whatever reason. If that happens and Mewtwo can get in close, I think Mewtwo can take it.
Yeah, it's not worth noting that this stage isn't quite as maybe it's about the same size. But compared to King of Fighters Stadium, which is where Meat Gunner likes to fight.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna say, like, it's very similar. The big difference is the barriers, where you have the dojo itself that is breakable, versus King of Fighters, where it's just the barriers.
Right. And there goes Mewtwo.
There goes.
Meat Gunner only has about 50 damage on the board.
Yep. I mean, that zone control just is proving too much for Mewtwo at the moment. Just a bad matchup. Because every time, yeah, sure, Mewtwo is getting some of those smashes off, but with the help of Gold Mario, but he's still taking tons of damage when that happens.
Well, and
So,
Mewtwo is close to the final smash. The final smash should kill here. It connects. Yeah, it does kill.
Yep, it does.
Mewtwo does have 50 damage on the board, but this is much more winnable now.
But Meat Gunner,
okay,
Meat Gunner is about to get hit. Yeah, I was about to say, Mewtwo, are you just going to give up?
Yeah, maybe we don't need to do that, Mewtwo, but
yeah, I mean, Meat Gunner about to get his final smash. That will kill, I think, on this stage, depending on if he is able to use it appropriately. Oh. Come on. Up. Good job, Mewtwo. That's what you should do. Send his explosives back to him.
Yeah, there's the final smash. That will kill.
Yeah, that will kill. And there we go. Congratulations to athletes.
Yeah. Solid 3-1 win.
Mm-hmm. And on to our final match.
Yes, wow, about double damage dealt, too. That
oh
is.
My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, that's Meat Gunner for you. Very difficult character to get between. But yeah.
Yep.
Now, so far, none of our matches have gone to 5 rounds. But let's see how this final match goes.
Yep. We've got Team Retro versus Beast Battalion.
Yes, for match 4, we have Team Retro versus Beast Battalion. Team Retro managed to get themselves into 4th place in the season, 6-5 with 47 KOs. I believe the best they've ever been. Meanwhile, Beast Battalion, a respectable 6th place in the season, 5-6, 44 KOs.
Mm-hmm. Yep, both just north of middle of the road. Both have had a really good season. Like Retro, I'm really glad to see them at 4th place. They've generally been one of the teams struggling to stay out of the red zone, and this year they did it. You know, Beast Battalion are returning champs, I believe. You know, just ready to, yeah, and they're looking to take back the crown on the last season of this iteration of Smash League.
But yeah, I guess let's just get into our first matchup, which is going to be Simon versus Bowser.
Yep. Simon running Gravity Style Gold Mario, Bowser running Forgetful Style Halberd Piston Hondo.
So, just off the top of the head, I think Bowser is favored here.
By far.
But Simon, has some tricks up his sleeve, and we're going to be on Retro's home map, so we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah, let's get into it. But yeah, on paper, I'm giving this to Bowser. We have seen Bowser go through 3 characters easy before.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention that this format is a bit more Final Smash heavy, and Bowser's Final Smash is one of the best in the game, if not the best in the game.
Yeah, especially for our format.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's Simon has so many advantages here. I do think this was the right play for Beast Battalion to get Bowser out early and try and get that early win.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it works out for them.
Simon's keeping Bowser out of range. Because Bowser 140 average damage, 1.0 KOs. Meanwhile, Simon 113 average damage, 0.5 KOs. So significantly worse.
Mm-hmm.
Simon hasn't been a bad character. He has dealt his damage. He's really struggled to get KOs, but Bowser has just been another beast, and yeah, he's able to make it back from that.
Yeah. I mean, I was starting to wonder if Simon was going to be able to juggle him enough to get him knocked out.
I think it's kind of his main play here. Just get Bowser off stage and then just keep throwing projectiles at him so he can't recover. Have him waste his jumps. Yep. I think that's it for Simon. Oh, no wait, his whip goes pretty far.
Yeah, I think if it had been Richter, that would have been it.
No, it goes the same distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The only difference between Simon and Richter is they're down special.
Well, I mean...
down smash at the ledge, takes out Bowser. Simon still has his final smash at the ready. He would probably like to connect with it. I don't think it would do much, but here we go.
Well, I mean, here I think it's more about just getting your...
Oh, and that is Simon's stock done. But he did a nice 20 damage to Bowser.
Yeah, I think the bigger thing here is Simon's going to start charging his final smash a little more quickly.
Yeah, which means he could potentially get his final smash to kill Bowser before Bowser gets his final smash.
Exactly, especially given how hard Bowser hits. Simon's just going to be charging up very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Simon is already pretty close to kill percent from Bowser's final smash. So if he can't kill Bowser, he is potentially in quite a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, the problem and the other problem is he's really struggling right now to get the damage onto Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
Bowser, and the time it has taken him to get him up from 21 to 56, Bowser has gotten him up to 90.
Yeah.
I
think that might be it.
That might be it.
Oh, I think he rescued him, but that might be it. Yeah, it is. And Simon takes our first match. Yeah.
The edge guarding for the win. Yeah, that is definitely an upset. Congratulations to Team Retro.
And despite Bowser doing more damage, Simon was just able to keep him off stage, and that is exactly what he needed.
Yep. Simon figured out the right play, and he went for it.
But now we're going into round 2 with Beast Battalion on a pretty big back foot, as we are heading over to Tortimer Island for Peach versus Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Peach running Tank Style Eslo Rock Mario Shedinja. Jigglypuff running Boulder Style Rock Mario Polar Bear. Peach has had a pretty good season, I think. At least for Peach. Let's see, 103.2, 1.1 KOs.
That's pretty good. That's like an average character.
That is an average character, which for Peach is amazing. Jigglypuff having a bit of a rougher season at 83.5 and 0.9 KOs.
Mm-hmm.
So
So on paper, Peach has this, but we'll see. We've seen on paper not really apply in some of these matches. So let's just get into it.
Let's go for it. Let's see what happens.
So Peach might struggle a bit to deal with Jigglypuff's armor. I feel like one of her main advantages has been the way she can get those combos with her aerials.
Yep, and I mean Jigglypuff already getting 21 damage up onto Peach. The other problem for Peach, I think, is gonna be just how big and how flat Tortimer Island is. Oh wow, huh? I did not expect a saying to trigger that.
Yeah. You know, I guess if it's something with a hitbox, then it activates the counter, even if it doesn't really do anything. Oh, not the best time to pull a turn of Peach.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the threat of Jigglypuff on this map. She's got so much space to set up those rollouts, and good grief, she is just racking up the damage.
Oh, also, I should note that Jigglypuff's rollout gets stronger if she goes downhill.
Oh,
and there is a small hill.
Did not.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was
I did not know
in
that.
Smash 4, I believe.
Huh. But yeah, man, Jigglypuff is just doing a ton of damage.
Oh, Peach trying to do her dash attack, but the armor, she's just not able to break through it with her light hits. Yeah. Oh, there she goes.
There she goes. Bye, Peach.
Oh, that was a quick match.
Yeah. Beast Battalion getting their first win of the match. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that was about double.
Wow.
And not a very high damaging match too. Peach was just very light, and Jigglypuff is very strong.
Yep.
Well, on to the next one. It's now 1-1.
Yep. Match 3, or round 3, is going to be Samus versus Pokemon Trainer. Samus running Big B style Polar Bear Wheezing, Pokemon Trainer running Tank style Golden Mario. Yeah. I mean, not much to say on this one. Both characters running what I believe are fairly standard builds for them. Pokemon Trainer will be starting with Ivysaur. So.
Yep, and I mean, you know, on paper, Pokemon Trainer is the strongest character on her team. 164 average damage, 1.0 KOs. So that is very good, and I think very difficult for Samus to fight against. But, you know, we've seen upsets.
We have. And I think one of the big things going against Pokemon Trainer is all 3 Pokemon are fairly short-range characters. And we've just seen, with Hyrule Castle being a...
Ivysaur's got some range.
He does, but not in comparison to, like, Samus. Like... comparatively speaking, Ivysaur is a short-range character. But let's get into it. Let's see if Samus can exercise some zone control like we saw Dark Samus do earlier.
Yep. Samus versus Pokemon Trainer. So back in Hyrule Castle, which is potentially a benefit for Samus. We also get to see Leaf in the background, which we don't get to see during the main season because she doesn't appear in Squad Strike. So there she is, just sort of standing there.
Yep. Just. Oh, okay. Good Charizard. Don't jump off.
Yes, and
Yep.
I will say, Charizard Flare Blitz spam strategies might not be the best call here.
No, I really don't think so. Like, Samus hits too hard, and with that Big B style, like, just the damage reduction is enough to...
Oh my goodness, Squirtle can't make it back from that.
Oh, man. Yeah, Samus taking an early lead. Ivysaur is gonna need to put in some work to get Samus dead quickly.
Yes. Oh, well, like
Like
that.
that.
Okay, it is back to an even match.
Yeah. And I mean, this is where we're probably going to see the final smash. Like, how long it takes them to get the final smash is going to matter. Especially if they keep racking up damage on each other like this. Now it might not be a bad idea to go for some of that Flare Blitz spamming.
Yeah, now that you only have one stock left, and you're facing off against your opponent who only has one stock, it might actually be worth it. But
Well, I mean, we
Samus
say
has
that.
access to that final smash. The final smash could... Nah, it's not going to kill that. But it could have killed in the other direction.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
Like this.
Charizard has his final smash. If he connects with that, and Samus doesn't get behind, that could definitely be... Oh, here we go. I don't know. I think we might be too close to center stage. Yeah, if we were closer to the ledge, it would have.
Yeah, if it was right at the edge, maybe. Like, Samus still wasn't at super high damage. But yeah.
Alright, unfortunately not able to hit with those Zares, thanks to Squirtle's height,
Yeah,
but now we have Ivysaur coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, Ivysaur starting to bridge that gap. It's still about 20 damage difference, but yeah, like at this point it's just gonna be whoever gets a good smash off. That might be it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That is it.
And Beast Battalion taking the lead 2-1. Oh, let's look at the damage. But next match, look at how much Flare Blitz did to Charizard. It's whatever. It's like 50 damage from Flare Blitz.
Yep.
But next round, obviously Retro has to win the next two if they want to win this. We might.
Yep.
This might be our final match, or Retro could bring it to a round 5. We are going to be having Pit versus Lucario.
This is Lucario. All the final smashes are gonna be here because it's Pit on Forgetful Sal Geese Howard versus Lucario on Geese Howard.
Yeah, Lucario on Big B style Geese Howard.
Big B style Geese Howard, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Let's see who actually has hit with more final smashes in the season. Lucario has thrown out 18 and hit with 18. Pit has thrown out 11 and hit with 9. So Pit has actually both less accurate and uses his less. Or he gets to 80% less, perhaps. So,
yeah.
Lucario might have the advantage here. Might have this one in the bag.
Yep.
Although,
I think Pit's also...
Pit has 1.4 KOs, Lucario has 0.6 KOs. I mean, forget the damage, but... because these are both Final Smash characters. But Pit, being the Final Smash character, his Final Smash kills more reliably. Perhaps being the reason he doesn't need to use as many.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into it.
Let's get into it and see.
And for the record, the damage difference is Lucario with 75 average damage and Pit with 71 average damage. So these characters are both the epitome of characters who are really good at spamming Final Smashes, not very good at fighting otherwise. But if you can get those Final Smashes and you can get those kills, then it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this might be one of the rare instances where the extra defense might be a bad thing for Lucario. I say that being fully mindful of the fact that I think it was this build on Lucario that helped Beast Battalion get the championship last year.
This won them the championships, basically.
So, but I mean, against another Geese Howard character, like if Lucario Like if Pitt gets
Here
up to
is
80
here
damage.
is the nightmare scenario for either of these two characters. If you get the opponent, like if the opponent gets you to 70% and then you get the opponent to 80,
Exactly. And
then
I think
their
that's
final
what we're
smash
about
will
to
kill, and you won't have your final smash.
Yeah. And I think that's what we're about to see happen. Like they're so close. Like Pitt is, keeping in mind the damage reduction from keeping in mind the damage reduction from Big B style, like we're basically at that.
Oh, Lucario jumps
he
over
dodges.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
That is huge for Lucario. If Pitt doesn't, deal some damage soon to ensure he gets the kill here, then
and
now if he does get the kill here, that's a huge advantage. But oh, there he goes. Bye, Lucario.
oh,
And Pitt has a huge lead right now. Granted, Lucario could kill him at any time. Well, but Lucario is going to be much weaker because he's at low damage. His aura is weaker.
Yeah, his aura is weaker. But I mean, that being said, like he also can just get his final smash sooner, and he could potentially hit with
3.
He could potentially use his first and then use his second two on Pitt's second life.
Yeah.
Or on Pitt's second stock.
Yeah, I mean, what Pitt wants to do is just deal as much damage to Lucario as possible, so that he's in the lead when Lucario has access to his next final smashes, right?
Yeah.
Because he's going to die here. As soon as Lucario gets the final smash button, Pitt is dead. But Pitt has dealt 45 damage, which means that if he can get Lucario up to 80 quickly, then he's going to be at low damage for the next 2 final smashes. He's going to be able to use his final smashes, and then he's going to be able to get the kill.
Yep. Like Lucario just needs to keep hitting Pitt. He just needs to rack up damage on Pitt very quickly so that second final smash will kill Pitt.
But so far, it doesn't seem to have hit Pitt at all. That is not good for Lucario. Lucario needs to get a hit in. His final smash, it can't kill. Okay, that's 8 damage. His final smash, even 2 final smashes won't kill from here. Pitt just needs to get that one last hit on Lucario to get him his final smash, so that he can start,
I don't know.
absorbing those final smashes, and then he won't be able to die. First final smash won't kill.
Yeah.
No, I don't think the second final smash will kill here. Maybe now. Maybe if Lucario gets one more hit in, but
I mean, if Lucario hits him,
remember he has aura.
Yeah.
So he is going to be dealing more damage as well. So we'll see if Pitt dies, and that is Beast Battalion with the win.
Yep. Congratulations to Beast Battalion.
Yeah, I mean that's just what happens, right? It's the sort of game of chicken with the final smashes where you want to be the one, whether you want to be the one taking damage or dealing damage at any given time.
Yeah, and I mean it just came out to Beast Battalion's advantage. Congratulations to Beast Battalion on continuing on in the winners bracket. See you next week in the losers bracket retro.
Yeah, because that is going to be it for this week. So, looking at next week's matches, I can pull those up. It seems like we're going to have... So, Athletes and Beast Battalion both get to skip straight to week 3, so they'll be waiting for that. Meanwhile, Arsenal will get to face Mystic. Excalibur will get to face Beefcakes. Classic Mode Champions will face Retro. And Villains will face Third Wheels. So, that is going to be interesting, especially for those teams that are in the losers bracket, where one more loss means you're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, but that also means you get to test with the amiibos sooner.
That's true. Interesting how both the teams that skipped to week 3 this week are the teams that were in the championships last year.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they're both solid teams.
Hmm.
However, that does mean they will face each other sooner rather than later.
That's true. Um,
So,
yeah, but
but yeah,
I guess that's all for this week. Bye, everyone.
yeah. See you later.